Hail brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn, where we are hanging out in Long Notch. Heckin' windy over here, but there's a couple of people that we can pick up some new quests from, so...
It would be my honor to speak with you.
Well, let's do that. I will honor your request.
I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Huhn, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end.
Rockbreaker.
I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Homersoc, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
I see.
You want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Well, perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing. Better to live in a world without the claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
That's a fair point.
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles. What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
Age does get the better of all of us.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the Cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the third. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
This is obviously important to you, Huhn. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath. If I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Huhn. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the Cut. Hunt well.
I will do my best. Somebody else has something for me to do.
Wind must
Hello.
have torn down.
You're Aloy, right? My pup, Bergund, I mean,
Oh.
told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja, Pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or two. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around. An ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's? What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire. That didn't go well.
I've got an ice rail and a storm slinger.
I've got an ice rail, just like Aratak's. You want to take a look?
Are you serious? Yes, I'd love that. Okay. Obvious design flaw. So if I replace these... Yeah, that should... Right. So, believe it or not, she's operating at, let's be generous, half her potential.
What's with the she's?
Oh, Pop says all weapons are girls. I don't think he realizes it's a compliment. Well, listen. If we had a Thunderjaw's mandibles to work with, her gears would be well and truly greased.
So I can upgrade some
and I know
weapons
where to find
with
one,
you.
if you want to go hunting with me.
Okay.
So, let's say someone you know happened to have a weapon like Araya's.
You don't.
See for yourself.
Of course. Look at the... So the coils generate the spark, but the power source isn't even bolted in. I won't lie. She's beautiful. But there's beautiful and then there's beautiful. What we need is a Stormbird Talon. Lightning flows over them like water off a goose. And I know where one is. Hunt it with me, I'll turn that weapon into your new best friend. And second best.
Okay, so I've just got to go and hunt some fucking vicious things to upgrade these, but okay.
So your last project was a bust?
Not at all. I did my best work yet on that commission. The deal just went rusty.
Oh.
About a month ago, this guy Olgrid, Ostrom like me and Pop, asks me to make something for him. Think about the way a bellowback spits streams of fire from its throat, right? Like that, but held in your own hands.
And you built that?
Yep. That was my forge fire. I was pretty proud of her. Anyway, Olgrid sent word that he wanted to see the progress I was making. I show up, and there he is with a crew of damn bandits. And of course, why pay for something when you can take it? I dropped the weapon and ran. Didn't look back till I hit Long Notch. Joke's on Olgrid, though. I wasn't even done.
Wait, so the weapon he stole doesn't even work?
Oh no, she works. It's just, if I'd had a little more time, a few more parts, I could have made her really work.
Okay.
So we need parts from a Stormbird and a Thunderjaw? And you know where to find them?
That's right. It's gonna take some traveling, though. We can find a Thunderjaw out in the Valley Meet, and a Stormbird roost near the Free Heap. I'll pack and meet you out there. This'll be fun.
Okay.
Alright, so we got some more stuff to do there. But for now...
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials.
That's good news.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Rhea to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
Well, we'll figure it out once we get there, I suppose.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Rhea safe.
I suppose they do, don't they? I guess he doesn't trust me to do that. Right. Rhea should be somewhere up here. So we're going into another cauldron, it seems. Obviously, once we get up to Thunder's drum. Bloody hell is she? Oh, there she is. Right. Ooh, what you
Aloy,
cooking?
This is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Rhea?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
It cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Something more to fight for, I guess? I mean, the two of you both sound like you've been through the ringer. Probably do with a, you know, both of you sitting down for a good long therapy session or something, I don't know.
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave, but you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at High Winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
That's been an interesting little bit of backstory into Silence. He really is a nasty piece of work, isn't he?
What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt that Daemon has tried to hide the way.
More than likely.
It
Alright.
hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
I don't know. Do I want to stick around and do loads of side quest stuff? I'm gonna say not
We'll
yet.
go soon, but not quite yet.
When you are ready then.
I think we'll take this as an opportunity to...
I still need to take care of a few things.
Yeah,
Understood.
do that.
I'll be here.
Okay, so let's have a look at what quests we have going. I think what might be a better way of doing it is where am I in relation to other things? Okay, so let's get back to the control tower and we'll start trying to take these out. We'll work our way back and just kind of handle the quests on the way as we go. It seems like a good way of doing things. Let's have a look to see what we got. Stalkers. And what look to be watchers. Stalkers are stealths. Control tower's not stopping that from happening.
Getting close to the Red Tower.
Try and get in close so I can override it. Or I could just destroy it. And that looks to be its weak point, the cooling element. Right. That got
I don't know
that.
how it works, but I know how to
Ooh. Ow, you bugger. Oh, fucking hell, my health is really low. Need to fix that. Why am I still sneaking? Oh, for God's sake. If my heavy attacks could move a little quicker, that would be fantastic. Right. Ooh. Right, I need to be able to... Ooh. See what's going on. What the fuck's beeping? Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Ooh. Beam the fucker in the eyeball. Whoa. Ow, you little prick. Right, there you go, you're dead. Ooh. Who's that fucking stalker? Yeah, I see you. I don't think you can hide from me. That'll do it. Ugh. You dead? No. Now you're dead. Good. What can I not have from you? Misbreeding. I'm full up on resources. Or stuff. What can I drop? Right. That's this one dealt with. Oh god, more machines over there. Right. This is a stalker site as well, so that's nice. Okay, let's get down to the next control tower, because that's near the young hunters. In fact, I'll set that as my quest, and then it'll be easier to follow. Yeah, this has got 2 control towers. And that looks to be a Ravager. That one's gone.
Stay out of their way for now.
Hide. Need to get around to the other one. You 3 are over here. I'm going to take out the other tower first. And then I'll go and deal with you fellas.
That's it? Nothing to see here.
Ooh. Right.
Shorted my shield out again. Great.
Damn it. I need to make some more of these. Ooh, fuck. Just go away. Just go away. Oh, you fuck.
What does she think she's doing?
Yeah, this is our fort. Never say no to an extra roll of fun.
Okay, right, so I've just activated this quest anyway.
Steal all the good kills.
I didn't want to go down this route. I just wanted to deal with the control tower. That's all I fucking wanted. Good God, why is my life so fucking hard? Elon, move. Can I... Jesus Christ, where'd you come from? Fucking hell. Show me that. Show me that. Fucking hit it. This is going to be so much harder if they heal. Right, there we go. Ooh. Right, Ravager, come here. Get the big gun. Like that. Ooh. Oh wait, what? Mine launcher? Oh God! Oh, it's a Scorcher. I thought it was a fucking Ravager. Jesus. Okay, health, come back. Okay, I need to move. I need to move. I need to move. I'll pick this back up. Yeesh. Fucking hell, can I stop getting dogpiled? Fuck off. Fuck off. Each and every one of you, just fuck off. That just went straight through my shields. What's the point in being able to shoot off your weapons if I can't fucking use them? Fuck off! Fucking hate these things. Right, those things are dead. Good. Can I get this now? Fucking have it. Chelan, over here. Come at me. No, that's not me. Over this way, dipshit. Come on, come on. Got a nice little trap all set up over here for you, and you don't want to go for it. Fuck you.
What businesses isn't yours, Outlander?
Well, I was sent here to fucking sort your mess out. I need that Scorcher Heart, for crying out loud.
Outlander.
Pretty sure I do.
What was all that about? What game are you playing here?
Right, let me tell you.
I'm a friend. Bergren sent me, told me you might need some help.
That Oseram blowhard in Song's Edge? Did he pretend to be concerned for us? We're doing fine. We don't need to be looked after like children.
That's not the way Bergren tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more of Bergren's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
I see.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banor. Let Anacut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read? We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we are traveling to the Sundom.
From here to the Sundom. It's a long trip.
Seems worth it. Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banor. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then?
Look, all that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Berggren.
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Berggren.
Like him? Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw, and...
Boys, shut up! Ugh! Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
Okay.
I've got the Scorcher Claw Berggren was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snapmaw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's gotta keep you 3 out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The bloody snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
Bloody snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Werak?
Yeah, it's not great to tie.
Oh, it's not like your names are any better. We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
Okay. Cool. Research this. You guys are just a complete mess, aren't you?
I've got some blue gleam. Might as well trade it.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, let me see if I can make some... I need to go to a merchant anyway, just so I can get rid of some of these resources. Because I'm really just full of stuff that I could do with trading. I've got so much luminous braiding, it's ridiculous. Right, so the next encounter is where? All the fucking way up here. Alright. Is there anything else around this way that could be worth doing? Another control tower. That's the one with the... What's it? The... Shell walkers. So let's see about destroying that. And then I might head back down to Song's Edge just so I can sell some stuff. Which way am I going? I am going the right way. Good. There it is. Okay, I can see the cooling rod from here. So I pretty much just want to destroy this. And then I'm going to leg it. Because I don't want to fight 4 shell walkers.
Sorry to spoil your fun.
So, yeah, running time. Oh god, you really are fucking nimble, aren't you? Ow! Oh, you're also awful. My potions, there they are. Okay. Okay, just run. Just get away from him. Not sticking around. So I know he keeps going on about blue gleam. Let's see if there's anything I can get. So I can buy an ice rail, which I have. Stormslinger, which I have. There's the champion power shot and striker bows. Oh, and I can charge up more powerful shots with these. Ooh. Ooh, right, which one do I want to go for? Right, you've got the hardpoint arrows. I will have one of those, please. I'll have to swap out all of my mods and stuff. I could get the... Oh, I still need the goat skin and bone to get the other maps. Knew there was something I was meant to be going for. Right, let me just sell all the useless shite. Oh yeah, I could really do with buying some blaze as well. I'm very, very low on that. I don't really want chill water, so I've got so much of the stuff. Jeez, I need to get rid of this. I only need a few stacks of it. Okay. stocked up on about 150 bloody. As long as somebody else has got a quest as well. Good God. Alright, I need to pull the mods out of this. Mod inventory's full. Oh. I mean, before I even put mods onto it, that is a hell of an upgrade. The handling's the same, but the damage and tear and stuff off of these is, like, really good. Oh, I'm gonna mod the shit out of this. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Lots of damage, a bit of fire and a bit of tear. Those numbers are phenomenal. I like that. Right. Let's add that to the weapon wheel.
Gone sour as no one's fault.
Can't wait to play around with this. Gonna be so good. I mean,
We meet again.
yeah. Yeah, this is good. I like this.
Takes care of the murderer quickly.
Alright. Let's go and pick up this quest. We'll see what that's going to be all about.
A victory at the hunting ground.
Who are you hiding around the cliff face? Oh. What have I walked in on?
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire.
Oh, it's Big Hat.
Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werak. From protection.
Or is this a
from
different
our
Big Hat?
songs.
I don't know.
My chieftain, Coppola, am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favored. But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength. Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
Okay. Oh, excuse me, sir. What's going on with you, then?
You took Artok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. If even my chieftain accepts it, it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
I see.
Isn't your Werak supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Werak had cause to quarrel, I was a solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or, when they needed someone to lose, for appearances, I could do that too. Now when Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werak's shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
But it's what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course! For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werak has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling, he clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Werak?
From warmth, march me up the slopes of the cloud shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Inatut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the Horn gives a call from my exile.
Alright. Frontier Justice. Alright. That should be interesting. Okay, I am going to wrap things up here for now. I think the next few episodes we're just going to go and do loads of side questing and get things wrapped up here as much as we can before we go up to Thunder's Drum. Because we've got plenty to do. There's quite a few things. There's more campfires to go and find as well. Maybe find some Blue Gleam and I don't know, maybe try and get some of those other maps and stuff as well. So yeah, we got stuff to keep us busy. Not going back to the hunting grounds. That's one thing I don't want to do. There's also a bandit camp, so we could go and tackle that. And that's a Frostclaw site. Eesh. Yeah, I don't want to get involved in that. But yeah, we'll have a look at some of that in the next episode. For now, I'm going to wrap this one up here. So I will just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays and metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe to the channel, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video. I'll catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Don't come up in the trunk. That sounds like a medical condition. Doctor, what's wrong? I'm afraid you've come up the trunk, my dear.